Hey guys, it's Maxie here. Finally, we are here with Money in the Bank. I apologise for the delay on this video. This time, it was just a case of booking indecisiveness. I think I changed it. I wanted to win the Money in the Bank matches at least 4 or 5 times, and of course that changes your future plans as well. And yeah, I just kind of had a weekend where I just kind of blasted Lego DC villains. If you ever played the Lego games, you can quite into them. Don't know how it's designed for kids though, because some of the puzzles were absolutely brutal, but I managed to finish that. Yeah, just really enjoying gaming. So I'm gonna, from now on, confirm we won't be going to a video every Sunday. Videos will just come out when they're ready. I don't want to keep making false promises, so it's nothing to do with the game. The game's still fun. The roster I'm delighted with. It's just a case of trying to find a time to book in 3-4 weeks of storylines and make sure everything links up in a story. Not as easy as I was hoping. So we'll carry on with as much as we can. The plan is to get right through to WrestleMania 39. We'll maybe have a mini series going on until TEW2020. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm quite looking forward to it. I've read a few of the features, not all, just to kind of, don't want to get too hyped. It's February, and of course we're not expecting the game for at least probably about 10 months at least, so I'd reckon, don't like too hyped for it, but I'm excited. So yeah, as I say, apart from that, we'll keep trying to get as many videos churned out as possible, and hopefully tell some good stories, because after all, that is a good part of what wrestling is all about. So, let's get this show on the road. Money in the Bank, June pay-per-view. Next event after this is the Mixed Match Challenge, and we head on to our July pay-per-view, so there's a wee gap. But yeah, we start off with a feud that we know has been going on in the SmackDown brand. Shane McMahon, the Evil Commissioner, my user character, the Thorn and Daniel Bryan's side, of course, Pete Dunne, the surprise new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So we just type this promo up here, A-star 100, it gets the crowd hot, good start to the show, and the people in the Georgia Dome, nearly 45,000, are absolutely delighted with what they've saw. Opening contest, we have the World Tag Titles on the line. Pretty much ending the feud here, a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, and it was the team of Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper who defeat Ambrose and Rollins in their mandatory rematch clause. I've still got it, WWE don't. 24:04, Wyatt defeating Ambrose with a standing senton splash. It's the second defence of the World Tag Titles. Obviously the plan was to go a bit deeper with this feud, but the injury to Killian Dane hasn't really helped the formation of like a new age Wyatt family. But B plus 84 still good, gets the crowd hotter, and some very good performances there by Seth and Dean. It's a good opener. And we had to protect Dean Ambrose, keep him strong, which is why he was a bit unhappy. And why we only at a B plus 84. After the match though, we have a bit of tension between Ambrose and Rollins. Just really like, is this the end of their tag team run? Are they going to look to go to singles competition? Is Ambrose just frustrated? Remains to be seen. Next up, we had the Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Leo Rush makes his first title defence against Evan Bourne, a win in 9:47, as he wins with the Rush Hour. Standard defence, good showcase. This was an all-out match, so delighted with that. And yeah, B82. In fact, it may have changed at the last minute. Yeah, it wasn't even all out, that was storytelling, so pretty damn good. Feel these two would mesh to a good match in reality, so yeah, happy with that. The plan was to go Rush against Neville, but we'll see regarding him. Next up was the men's Money in the Bank match. I just made it a 6-man match because I hate ladder matches that just ruin match ratings. So, bout had great wrestling, good heat, mix of people deserving opportunities. I think the only former champions were Corbin and Ciampa. But a nice opportunity for the likes of Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Ricochet, and Marcel Barthel. And it's the latter who picks up the win in 23:05 when he, we'll just say, takes the briefcase. What it doesn't show here is there was a bit of an interference. We had a distraction from Volta on Ricochet to ensure that Barthel wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. 89 rating. We see our booking details. Well, the agent, you can see there, Ricochet should be distracted. A good win nonetheless, and yeah, what can we expect from Barthel as Money in the Bank winner? Certainly give him a lot of accolades in this save, but future's bright for him, that's for sure. And after the matchup, Walter just beats the shit out of Ricochet, just really emphasises how much of a dominant monster he is. Maybe slaps him a good few times. B plus 87. I say slap, chops, my bad. Next up, we've got a promo from Okada and his match against Shinsuke Nakamura. Obviously going on about their history, formerly friends, but it's disappointing that Nakamura has decided to return and just be how he is. That's a B plus 87. Match itself was great wrestling, good heat. Okada defeats Nakamura in 21:53 with a German suplex. We'll just say between us they used the Rainmaker. But I feel like Okada's needed a big victory. He's not had many, and that should hopefully elevate him. A94, and we'll see where that feud goes down the line. Crazy to see that in WWE, because obviously we know what they can do in New Japan, and obviously WWE would restrict their time to tell a good story. Next up, we had the women's Money in the Bank. Now, I wanted to make this more of an opportunity, so we had 6 people who've never been main champion. I don't think Alexa Bliss has in my timeline, because I believe she'd just been called up when this database started. So a decent matchup, and it was Toni Storm who picked up the win over Laurel Van Ness, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Alexa Bliss, and her rival, Rhea Ripley, in 14:46 when Toni Storm retrieves the briefcase, we'll just say. So overall, good match, B80, not bad, no storyline involved in this one. Ruby Riott with a good performance, 87. She was a good contender to get it, but I feel like we can get her over naturally. Toni, we're going to have to use the Money in the Bank, but it certainly can add that freshness to the save. And what I find quite interesting, which I completely forgot about, the 2 wrestlers on my thumbnail won Money in the Banks. All about the future, and all about that foreshadowing, honestly. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It'll give Toni a good push in the future. She celebrates in the ring, and it's a very, very respectable A94 rating. So good to see that our female wrestlers are getting good ratings. It's going to be a good opportunity as well to take the likes of Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley to that next level when you compete in the Mixed Match Challenge, because then the likes of Becky, Ronda, Charlotte and Sasha can lose early round matches pending who their male tag team partner is, because they could take the pinfall and in that allowing the female wrestler to gain some overness. Speaking of kind of Mixed Match Challenge, just say in game we were kind of promoting it, but it really was just putting these people on the card, keep people happy. But we can say WWE were like promoting Mixed Match Challenge, so we're going to have some intergender stuff. It was about to had some great wrestling and good heat, and it was the babyface team of Andrade Cien Almas, Becky Lynch, Paige, and Chad Gable, who defeated Drew McIntyre, Dana Brooke, Ronda Rousey, and Kevin Owens in 24:17 when Andrade defeated Kevin Owens with the Brilliante driver. So B plus 85, not bad. A lot of good performances there. The weakest being Andrade, who was off his game. Dana Brooke went 84, but she's been really putting people over since she came back, and as a lot of people know, is scarily good in this save for some reason. But yeah, overall good matchup. Just again, putting people on the card, hyping what's coming next. Chad Gable was angry after the match, upset that Ronda Rousey almost injured him with a botched move. He's back. So CM Punk is back. We re-signed him from Dragon Gate. So he cuts a promo, A-Star 100. And, well, he's given the straight edge gimmick. He's really just being arrogant. He's back as a heel. He's just saying he expects to become champion, expects to be given title matches, expects that WrestleMania main event. Everything that he didn't get before. Or you know what? Screw it. I'm out. And he says, I've been away for ages. I don't know the fans, nothing. Just really a nasty promo. And he's interrupted by Neville. So here is basically Neville turning babyface. I really just wanted to do Neville versus Punk. But we'll turn him in a case saying, you know, I went down the route of being a villain, disrespecting the fans, you know what I mean? But the fans were still enjoying my work. And if MD's going to get a title shot or push back up to that level, it's going to be me. You know, you're not basically going to step on my toes to get to where you want to be. So we'll turn him babyface. It's a straight first turn, complete success. I've not had many shock turns, so that's the shock first one. But I'm looking forward to a CM Punk King Neville program down the summer. Promo from the WWE Champion Braun Strowman, again just saying the usual, going to squash Sami Zayn one final time. So B86, just really getting this match in because of the short break between pay-per-views. Strowman picks up the win. Again, it's going to be poor because of the lack of psychology, hence where it's placed on the card. It's his first title defense over Sami Zayn, wins it in 21-25. Just end this program and get Braun working with someone that does have good psychology. So B79, pretty good. Leads us to our co-main event, which is Charlotte challenging for Sasha Banks' Women's Championship. Charlotte just cuts a promo, just saying, she's may have been carrying a little knock, but it's not going to stop her from winning the championship and proving she is the best female in the company. Match is pretty good, I'm happy with that. Sasha defeats Charlotte in 25:09 with the Wheelbarrow Bulldog, and it is the first defence of Sasha's Women's Championship. So pretty good there. B88. Charlotte slowed down by the injury, which maybe took it off a 90. But it's just getting the females to that high level. Negatives there, Charlotte working injured. So yeah, they're at a good level, and certainly some of them will be elevated with the Mixed Match Challenge. Then if Baron Corbin backstage attacking Daniel Bryan, because Daniel Bryan's going to challenge for Pete Dunne's World Heavyweight Championship, but Daniel managed to beat him off, and that sounds so wrong, and gets him away from him, and he's now out for the match. The match itself, pretty good. Superb matchup. Pete Dunne defeats Daniel Bryan in 28:40 by pinfall using a foreign object, making his first defence of his World Heavyweight Championship. Referee was Shane McMahon. This should have been a quick count. Screwy finish, yeah, so I don't know why I never done the quick count, but at least listed it. So Daniel Bryan doesn't overcome the odds, and Pete Dunne remains World Heavyweight Champion. And after the matchup, Daniel just says he wants his revenge. He's sick and tired of this. He's fed up with this. And on the ramp, we just have Shane McMahon and Pete Dunne celebrating. So fantastic, A91. Again, just building up that good feud between Shane, Pete, Baron, and Daniel Bryan. And we end the show, A-star 100. I don't know how that happens because none of the matches scored that, but we'll take it maybe with the angles or a good lot of matches there. It might even be a case, that Money in the Bank's one of the marquee events because of its importance. And I think I'd maybe put a rock band on it or something like that, or celebrities from the last time, and I've never changed it. So it increased their popularity in 45 regions with a fantastic, stellar show. I think match of the night, who do we give it? I think we just give the props to the usual, Pete Dunne and Daniel Bryan. Nothing controversial, just pointed out as good examples. So Pete Dunne's pleased and Bryan's pleased. Overall, a successful event. Let me just go back. You can see I don't really update my loading screens either. They've been there for a while. So absolute success. That's good to see. Toru Yano's back from injury. Nothing else massive there. EV signs for CMLL. She has no desire to come back and sign for us. Right, Mr. Danielson, let's get you wrapped up in a brand new 4-year deal. Aye, these only workout shows, that's cool. Just make sure you re-sign. He's got a declining physical ability, but I say we're only doing this for maybe another year. I'd be very surprised it is longer than that, so we don't necessarily need to worry about finances in the long term. Ronda Rousey likes what she hears from Volta and a 4.91 pay-per-view buy rate. A lot of people unhappy, that's cool because there's more people leaving. Just trimming the fat from the roster. Finally, after about 6 years in this save, I decided, yes, this is probably the time to do that. So if I just got my schedule, you can see here, if I can find Money in the Bank, above average, there you go. So last time I had Major Band, B-list Celebrity, and a special set, so that's pretty much the reason why we did score the 100 rating. So if you ever need something to boost your show, fire them in. And, maybe financially you'll take a wee hit, but if we get a shit at next level, if you're struggling to kind of get pop now, which we are, because we are such a company that's getting 92s, 93s across the board, then it's something to look into. So, coming up, next couple of videos will be the Mixed Match Challenge, we'll have Battleground, we'll have the Bash. I'll look to try and fit in a female pay-per-view, I think, round about then as well, because that then gives us 4 strong weeks to book into SummerSlam. Then we head to WWE Evolution and the Night of Champions. So quite a stacked run. We've at least got a good number of shows there. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shows at least, not counting the 1000th show. But unlucky 13 could be that other women's event, and then probably 14, 15 other women's events for the end of the year. So yeah, as always, much appreciated for watching, taking time out of your day to do so. If you enjoyed it, if you can drop a wee thumbs up, it's deeply appreciated. Any comments on this, wrestling in general? Are you looking forward to WrestleMania, Fastlane, Elimination Chamber this weekend as well? You know your predictions for that. I'll not get to watch it live. I'm in work early on Monday, but I'll watch it Monday night and hopefully enjoy it. As I say, next wrestling event I'll get to see live will be WrestleMania. I'll be putting off the next day. But the only one I've watched live anytime recently has been the Rumble, because you kind of need to. But yeah, I'll say no timeline in future videos. It'll just be when they're ready, they'll go up. But we'll try and keep it as consistent as we can. And yeah, just enjoy gaming. Take it easy. Mind catch out the More Good Brothers on the Phantom Spooker subreddit and Grey Dog Software forums, and check out the forums as well if you want all the news coming up for the new game, which the last time I saw was slated for the start of 2020, end of 2019, but you never know. Something could happen, could delay it. You never know. Take it easy. See you later. Bye bye.